Education system in Pakistan. It's a government school 60 or 70 miles from the capital Islamabad. Not very far. It's been 6 months since the building of the school was demolished. Around about at the end of summer 2016. It's 2017 now. Students and teachers spent the whole season of winter under the open sky. Government has issued the contract many times, but not even a single contractor bid on the price because the government is offering a very low rate. I've talked with the school headmaster and the local administration. They told me that they don't see any chances of reconstruction in the near foreseeable future. Under the current circumstances, Kerry Logar Barmanak provided $7.5 billion to Pakistani government, and USAID has spent over $400 million in Pakistan. The question is, where is their money and how was it used? How Pakistani government and the education system in Pakistan have wasted their money and still wasting it. You have just witnessed the condition of one of many schools. And now check out the syllabus textbooks issued by the Punjab government. Here is a textbook of English grade 5 issued by the Punjab government of Pakistan. As you can see written at the bottom, it has topics like declarative and interrogative sentences, group discussion, discuss the changes Islam brought to society, writing an informational article, literary analysis, author's tone, author's purpose, author's audience, and author's point of view. Perhaps it may seem very simple and easy to you, but these children are not English born. Their mother tongue is Punjabi and it's even difficult for them to speak the national language, Urdu, and now they are forced to be taught in English. Mathematics of the grade 5 has topics like differentiation between rectangle and area of the region. General science of grade 5 contains topics like microorganism, bacteria, and fungi. Luckily, social studies have some topics in Urdu like role of State Bank of Pakistan, government taxation policy, and inflation. I've asked one of the students to read this topic. Somehow he is managing to read it, but he has absolutely no idea about the meaning of the content which he is reading it. It's not their fault if they can't read or understand English, nor does the teacher's fault, because the teachers cannot infuse the English language into the minds of these children like an injection. Learning a language is not only a slow process, but also it requires a great listening. Their education is doing more harm than any good because children are being consistently condescended and patronized by the medium and the books day after day. The purpose of education is to impart knowledge and understand concept. How could these children learn something when they are taught in the foreign language which they don't even understand? ITA's director Bela Raza Jamil said in March 2014, government is still stuck in the colonial time. Why can't Punjabi or other regional languages be made part of schools? She further said, we are multilingual people and our children are accustomed to it. We need to have an education system that incorporates local languages. She stressed that English should be taught as a subject in the schools. If it doesn't contribute to the learning of children, then regardless of medium of instruction, it is going to be utterly useless. And she is absolutely right. In March 2009, Punjab government of Pakistan switched the medium of instruction from Urdu to English in all the government schools across the province. Punjab is densely populated province in Pakistan with vast geographical diversity in culture and language. Even Punjabi language itself is subdivided into many local dialects. After implementing the changes, Punjab government started reviewing its decision, which would have been done before. In 2013, SAHE Society for Advancement of Higher Education conducted a study. According to its report, 70% of teachers found it hard to teach the mathematics and science of grade 1 in English. The survey was conducted in 6 major districts of Punjab, and it had concluded that English should be taught as a subject rather than the medium of instruction, at least till grade 5. Secretary General of PTU, Punjab Teachers Union, said, "Government should make Urdu medium of instruction till grade 5 and later give students an option to choose between Urdu and English as a medium of instruction, and children are more receptive to learning in their own language." In 2008, British Council tested the English language skill of primary and middle teacher in public and private schools in 18 districts of Punjab by using the British Council state-of-art computer-based language testing system. The result gave cause of serious concerns. According to its result, 62% of the private school teachers and 56% of the public school teachers scored the lowest possible band, which means they don't even have the basic knowledge of English, including the ability to understand and use familiar expressions. Even knowingly with the ground reality, government changed the medium of instruction in 2009. In September 8, 2015, Supreme Court of Pakistan ordered the government to adopt Urdu as an official language. Has it been implemented? You know the answer. Hell no. Education Department of Pakistan gives targets of student enrollment to the principals of primary school teachers without even consulting with the local administration of that region. For instance, the birth rate in a village is 10%, and school headmaster is given the target of 40% of student enrollments. If the head doesn't achieve its targets, he or she would receive a show cause notice and has to provide explanation to the district education office. Along with the enrollment targets, primary school teacher has to show 100% result. 75% result is not acceptable, and teacher will be called for an inquiry. His or her increment will be stopped. He or she will be transferred to some remote school in the province, hundreds of miles away from home. It doesn't mean there aren't many educated people are here. Education department is recruiting highly qualified candidates in its schools with master's degree or more, but those candidates are not being paid up to their qualification. How could they deliver results and show loyalty when they are not even paid market-based competitive salaries? In the recent exam of science of grade 8, there were questions like, what is renal failure? Give 4 differences between mitosis and meiosis. Another question, the compound which produces hydrogen ions in its aqueous solution. Complete and balance the incomplete equation representing properties of acid. In the paper of English of grade 5, there were questions like paragraph writing, 10 relevant sentences. Paragraph should be comprised of main idea, formal language, and compound sentence structure. Another question, read the paragraph and answer the following questions carefully. One more question. The group of words having all the proper noun is. In 2016, hundreds of teachers received show cause notice for showing poor results in the primary and middle examination. That's how Pakistani government and system of education in Pakistan are spreading education by condescending little children with language and harassing teachers with different policies. USAID is funding projects like these by wasting Americans' taxpayers' money. A British academic, Coleman, said, Pakistan is an economically divided society with 60% of its population living on less than $2 per day, and more than a quarter of national income is in the hands of top 10%. Yet language policy for schools is undermining the effectiveness of state education and excluding many of the poorest from skill and training that could help them break out of poverty. In other words, it's a part of systematic process of top 10% of ruling class to keep people ignorant by keeping them separated and divided over culture, language, and religion. They know that once people get educated, it would be impossible to rule them, so keep them busy and divided. Sometimes, and not often, when they raise their voice for jobs and for their rights, they are consoled with the system of merit. Ironically, people still even buy that slogan of merit. If you want to add something, or you have any suggestion about the Pakistan's education system, feel free to write in the comment box below. If you like this video, share it with your friends and subscribe our channel.